fortune can shift in a single moment. One short prayer, spoken with clarity and intent, holds the power to transform your financial season, and the effects can begin within just 24 hours. This isn't speculation or empty promise. Hidden within every soul lies a force that, when awakened, aligns opportunity, guidance, and action. Today, you will discover a 60-second practice that taps directly into that force. I am Shi Heng Yi. For years, I have studied the quiet principles that turn unseen energy into tangible results. Many overlook the subtle steps that create rapid breakthroughs. Millions chase success, yet only a few understand the simple truth: alignment precedes manifestation. In the next few minutes, you will learn the exact words, the precise intention, and the inner posture that allow a brief, powerful prayer to open doors previously invisible. This video unveils knowledge often hidden from public view. It reveals how preparation, focus, and a single moment of pure intention can activate unexpected income and opportunities in ways that seem almost miraculous. You will see how the timing, clarity, and sincerity of one prayer can ignite a chain reaction that carries results within a single day. Stay until the very end. Every second holds insight that can shift your perspective and your reality. By understanding this secret, you will not only learn a new spiritual practice, but also awaken a mindset that attracts abundance naturally. Welcome to Shaolin Divine Flow. Here, ancient wisdom meets practical guidance for modern life. Subscribe now and join a community dedicated to awakening hidden power, aligning intention, and creating profound transformation. Today marks a turning point. The knowledge shared in this video can change not just today, but the way every opportunity enters your life. The key waits. A single 60-second prayer can unlock it. Power begins when attention meets intention. Words spoken without focus drift like leaves on the wind. True prayer is not repetition, ritual, or idle wish. It is a deliberate act of alignment. Every syllable, every breath becomes a bridge between your heart, your mind, and the possibilities waiting unseen. Intentional prayer awakens clarity. It sharpens perception. It trains the mind to notice doors that quietly open and opportunities that pass by those who are distracted. When the heart speaks with purpose, it sets a signal in motion, calling forth guidance and insight that might otherwise remain hidden. Focus transforms energy into momentum. A brief, sincere prayer carries far more power than hours of distracted words. It is the precision of thought and the purity of intention that move unseen forces. The universe responds not to noise, but to resonance. Your concentrated voice, your unwavering belief, becomes a magnet for change. This practice does not manipulate or demand. It aligns. It positions your mind and soul to recognize solutions, to act decisively, and to receive the outcomes that flow naturally from clarity. Even subtle shifts in awareness can spark immediate transformation. A single moment of focused prayer can reorder priorities, dissolve doubt, and illuminate paths that were invisible moments before. Each heartbeat during prayer is a pulse of potential. Every word spoken with conscious purpose sends ripples through your own consciousness and outward into the world. Intentional prayer is the meeting point of faith and action, of hope and readiness. It is not passive. It is an active engagement with what is possible. A quiet yet formidable power that aligns your inner world with the abundance waiting to manifest. Focus, clarity, and purpose. The trifecta of intentional prayer. Prepare the mind to recognize the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. This is where transformation begins. Timing holds a subtle power that many overlook. January 8 is not just a date on the calendar. It is a threshold, a quiet moment in the early rhythm of the year when energy is fresh, intentions are raw, and the mind is most receptive to transformation. The first week of the year often carries momentum from reflection and resolution. But by the 8th day, clarity begins to emerge, and focused action can take root with unusual strength. Beginning this prayer on January 8 taps into that natural rhythm. The mind has had time to reset after the year's end, free from the clutter of old routines and unresolved distractions. Spiritually, it is a day ripe for alignment, a moment when intention meets openness, and the heart is ready to receive guidance. Psychologically, the brain interprets this early timing as a fresh start, creating a subtle boost in confidence, expectation, and readiness to act. This is a moment when small, deliberate actions carry amplified effects. A single 60-second prayer spoken on this day resonates differently than it might any other time, because the year itself is in its formative stage. Thoughts, habits, and focus established now can ripple throughout the weeks and months ahead. It is a day that encourages boldness, a day that invites clarity, a day when unseen doors are more willing to open. Intentions set on January 8 create a foundation. The universe responds not just to persistence but to timing. Opportunities align with those who recognize the quiet significance of beginnings. By choosing this day, the energy of the year supports your prayer, amplifying its subtle effects and preparing the mind to notice possibilities that might otherwise pass unnoticed. Every action taken today carries a weight greater than usual. Every word spoken, every focused thought plants seeds that may bloom far sooner than expected. January 8 is more than a day. It is a catalyst, a moment designed for breakthroughs that can be felt within hours and yet continue to grow long after the prayer ends. A quiet shift begins inside the mind long before anything changes outwardly. When prayer is intentional, the brain responds not magically but measurably. Studies show that focused prayer reduces activity in the brain's default mode network, the part that fuels worry, rumination, and mental chatter. As this network quiets, areas responsible for attention and executive control become more active, strengthening focus and calming the mind. This shift isn't just spiritual symbolism, it mirrors what happens in meditation research. Like mindful practices, prayer activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain linked to clarity, decision-making, and self-regulation. When this region engages, emotional responses become steadier, stress diminishes, and inner calm grows. At the same time, prayer can trigger deeper physiological changes. Slowing breath and rhythmic movement stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's built-in relaxation response, reducing stress hormones and steadily soothing tension. When stress fades, the mind's lens sharpens. You begin noticing details and opportunities you missed before. In cognitive experiments, participants who prayerfully focused on a personal concern improved their capacity to allocate attention afterward, freeing mental energy that would otherwise be consumed by worry. That means prayer helps clear the mental fog that blinds people to possibilities right in front of them. Emotionally, prayer acts like a psychological reset button. It turns down fear, cultivates hope, and stabilizes mood, all essential ingredients for clear thinking and decisive action. When your emotional state is balanced and your attention is centered, new opportunities don't hide in the shadows. They become noticeable. Prayer sharpens awareness. Prayer releases stress. Prayer aligns the heart's desire and the mind's focus into a single direction where intention meets visibility. Faith moves silently, yet it carries immense force. Prayer is not a tool to demand or manipulate. It is a preparation, a tuning of the heart and mind. When spoken with conviction, it awakens perception and strengthens readiness. Opportunities that once went unnoticed begin to appear, quietly waiting for someone willing to see and act. Many mistake prayer for wishful thinking, imagining that words alone will summon results. True prayer does not work this way. It does not replace effort or awareness. Instead, it primes the mind to recognize what was always present. The phone call that changes your path, the idea that sparks action, the connection that opens a door, all were already there. Faith simply clears the fog, revealing what the unprepared cannot see. This is why the heart matters. Prayer cultivates confidence, not arrogance. It sharpens intuition, quiets hesitation, and brings clarity where uncertainty once ruled. In the presence of faith, action becomes easier, bolder, and more precise. The mind no longer drifts in indecision. It aligns with purpose, ready to respond to subtle signs, sudden opportunities, and emerging possibilities. Faith also accelerates timing. A person guided by belief moves faster, notices patterns earlier, and acts decisively when others hesitate. It is not magic. It is alignment between inner clarity and external reality. Every step taken after prayer is informed, deliberate, and open to the guidance that the heart has already embraced. The unseen network of possibilities begins to feel tangible. Doors once closed seem lighter, paths once unclear become visible, and the courage to step forward grows naturally. Prayer awakens action by transforming readiness into momentum. It shows that the universe does not withhold opportunity, it merely waits for the prepared to respond. Through faith, prayer and action become inseparable. Each strengthens the other. The more focused your heart, the sharper your vision. The more aligned your mind, the swifter your steps. Faith does not simply hope, it moves, sees, and acts, turning unseen potential into realized possibility. Power often hides in simplicity. A prayer need not be long or complicated to create profound impact. 60 seconds is enough when the words carry focus, sincerity, and energy. This is not about repetition or empty phrases. Every second counts when intention guides your voice and heart. The 60-second prayer works because it combines clarity, gratitude, and direct request. It asks, not with desperation, but with awareness. It speaks to guidance rather than demand, to wisdom rather than mere gain, to doors opening rather than forcing paths. It aligns your inner world with the possibilities already waiting around you. Begin with stillness. Draw your breath deep, let your mind settle, then speak clearly, with presence. I open my heart. I seek guidance and clarity. Let doors of opportunity appear that serve my highest good. Show me the path I must take. Receive timely provision, unexpected income, and solutions aligned with my purpose. I give thanks for all that is already on its way. Each word is intentional. Each breath carries energy. The power lies not in the length, but in the alignment of thought, emotion, and expectation. This prayer focuses the mind, awakens faith, and primes action. In 60 seconds, the heart and mind synchronize, creating a readiness that invites results. The energy of this short prayer extends beyond the moment. It reverberates in the mind, heightens perception, and prepares you to recognize opportunities that previously seemed invisible. A sudden insight, a timely message, or a new connection may appear in ways that feel almost effortless. Consistency amplifies the effect. Spoken with focus and belief, this brief prayer becomes a daily spark, awakening clarity and readiness, aligning intention with action, and opening channels where income, solutions, and opportunities flow naturally. Even a single sincere recitation can set the stage for immediate shifts, allowing what was once hidden to become unmistakably visible. Gratitude is the quiet force that transforms intention into momentum. Prayer opens the door, but gratitude allows it to swing wide. When the heart expresses thanks, even before results appear, it signals trust, alignment, and readiness. This simple act shifts energy, creating space for clarity, confidence, and opportunity to enter. Ending a prayer with gratitude is not a ritual, it is a declaration. It tells the mind, the heart, and the unseen forces around you that you are prepared to receive. Gratitude softens resistance, calms fear, and strengthens belief. It transforms expectation into calm certainty. The mind becomes alert without tension, the heart becomes open without doubt, and the soul becomes receptive without grasping. Psychologically, gratitude reduces stress and enhances focus. It turns attention toward possibilities rather than limitations. A mind rooted in appreciation notices solutions, opportunities, and resources that a distracted or anxious mind would miss. Emotionally, gratitude replaces fear with peace, hesitation with courage, and doubt with clarity. Each of these qualities is essential for recognizing and acting on breakthroughs quickly. Spiritually, gratitude completes the cycle of prayer. Words of intention rise, and gratitude descends, creating a balance between asking and receiving. It is a recognition that abundance is not earned through force, but through alignment with readiness, clarity, and trust. In this space, doors open more easily, insights arrive more clearly, and opportunities align with preparation. Even a brief moment of heartfelt thanks multiplies the effect of the prayer. It strengthens confidence, sharpens perception, and primes the mind for decisive action. When combined with focus, faith, and clear intention, gratitude becomes the catalyst that turns a single 60-second prayer into a force capable of creating noticeable shifts in hours. Peace settles in, courage rises, awareness sharpens. The simple act of saying thank you after a focused prayer transforms ordinary moments into a state of readiness where breakthroughs are not just possible, they become inevitable. True power in prayer begins within, not in words alone. Before any request is made, the heart must be prepared. Humility, gratitude, and surrender are the foundation that transforms prayer from a hopeful wish into a force that can attract real change. Without this preparation, words may drift without impact, intentions may scatter, and opportunities may remain unnoticed. Humility opens the mind to guidance. It releases the need to control outcomes and allows the heart to recognize paths that were hidden by pride or expectation. A humble heart listens, observes, and trusts, creating space for answers to arrive in forms that exceed imagination. Gratitude strengthens receptivity. Thanking for what is already present, even in small measure, shifts the focus from lack to abundance. This subtle shift signals readiness and aligns energy with the flow of possibilities. The mind becomes calm, the heart becomes open, and the soul becomes alert. The simple act of acknowledging blessings primes the spirit to receive more. Surrender does not mean passivity. It means letting go of resistance, fear, and rigid expectations. Surrender allows the prayer to breathe, to move beyond the ego, and to connect with the unseen forces that guide opportunity and timing. It is the recognition that life unfolds in ways sometimes beyond immediate understanding, yet perfectly aligned with purpose. When humility, gratitude, and surrender combine, prayer becomes receptive rather than merely hopeful. The words spoken carry weight. Intentions gain direction. The mind notices details that were invisible before. Doors appear where walls seemed firm. Clarity emerges from confusion. Prepared hearts recognize the rhythm of opportunity. They act swiftly, decisively, and in harmony with the energy they have summoned. In this state, a short prayer becomes a magnet for guidance, solutions, and income, aligning thought, feeling, and action in a way that transforms possibility into tangible reality. Answers often arrive in ways that surprise the mind but feel natural to the prepared heart. Within 24 hours of focused, intentional prayer, possibilities may appear suddenly, quietly, yet unmistakably. A message might arrive that shifts perspective. A phone call could open a door previously unnoticed. A person you needed to meet may appear at just the right moment. Opportunities often take unexpected forms. A new project may present itself at work. A solution to a lingering problem could appear with clarity. Even small gestures, a gift, a timely piece of advice, or an introduction can create ripple effects that change the course of the day. These are not coincidences. They are the alignment of intention, readiness, and timing. Sometimes clarity comes in ideas that suddenly feel obvious. A strategy you overlooked becomes clear. A choice that seemed confusing now appears simple. These insights are subtle but powerful, guiding action before obstacles can arise. The mind trained in focus and faith recognizes the signal within what might otherwise seem ordinary. Financial breakthroughs can also appear quickly. An unexpected payment, a new client, a sudden opportunity for service or sale. These moments reward preparation and attentiveness. They arrive because the heart and mind have synchronized with possibility, creating a readiness that attracts solutions. Even the smallest signs carry meaning. A new connection on social media, a suggestion from a colleague, or a brief conversation can carry the seed of opportunity. When observed with focus, these signals grow into tangible results. Within a single day, the effects of intentional prayer may unfold in multiple ways. Doors open where walls once stood. Paths become visible where confusion lingered. Guidance arrives clearly, and action becomes decisive. The prepared heart sees opportunity in forms that others overlook, turning a single prayer into a catalyst for immediate, meaningful change. Prayer sets the stage, but action steps onto it. The doors that open after intentional, focused prayer will not remain open indefinitely. Opportunities may appear suddenly, brief flashes of possibility that require decisiveness, courage, and readiness. If hesitation lingers, the moment passes. Prayer awakens awareness, but only movement transforms potential into reality. Being ready means sharpening your senses. Notice the messages, the signs, the subtle prompts that point toward solutions. A call, an email, a fleeting thought, or an unexpected conversation can carry the answer you seek. These are not random occurrences. They are invitations waiting for someone prepared to act. The heart attuned to prayer recognizes them. The mind trained in focus moves without doubt. Action after prayer is not frantic or forced. It is deliberate, informed, and confident. The alignment created in those moments of intention guides your steps. Each choice, each response becomes part of the flow that converts unseen potential into tangible results. Those who act with clarity amplify the effect of the prayer, turning readiness into opportunity realized. Courage matters. The path may not always be clear, but the willingness to step forward is essential. Prayer prepares the inner world, but the outer world responds to effort, persistence, and timing. The doors that appear, sometimes quietly, sometimes boldly, demand engagement. Hesitation dims the power of preparation. Bold, thoughtful action completes it. Even small actions carry significance. A simple call, a single message, or a minor adjustment in routine can trigger results that compound rapidly. The energy of prayer meets the momentum of action, creating a synergy that multiplies outcomes far beyond expectation. Remain vigilant, trust the signs, act with intention, and step confidently through the openings that prayer creates. Readiness is the bridge between asking and receiving, between faith and fulfillment. Prayer may illuminate the path, but movement carries you forward into the reality you have sought. Consistency transforms a single spark into a steady flame. One prayer can shift a day, but repeated, focused intention builds momentum that carries far beyond the moment. When practiced daily after January 8, the 60-second prayer becomes more than a ritual. It becomes a habit that aligns your mind, heart, and actions with continuous opportunity. Each repetition strengthens clarity. The mind learns to recognize patterns it once overlooked. The heart grows attuned to subtle guidance. Small breakthroughs begin to accumulate, forming a foundation for larger, more visible shifts. The effect compounds, often in ways that surprise even the most observant. Daily practice also cultivates resilience. Challenges no longer create doubt, because the mind has been trained to remain centered. Opportunities are met with readiness, and obstacles become stepping stones rather than barriers. The energy generated through consistent prayer amplifies focus, courage, and perception, creating a cycle where action naturally follows insight. Consistency is not about perfection. It is about commitment. Each day, even a single 60-second moment of focus reinforces intention and strengthens the connection between prayer and manifestation. The longer this practice is maintained, the more effortless it becomes to notice doors opening, solutions appearing, and resources arriving. Over time, daily practice rewires expectation. The mind begins to anticipate possibility rather than limitation. The heart becomes steady, confident, and receptive. Life begins to move in rhythm with intention, and breakthroughs multiply in both speed and magnitude. When prayer becomes consistent, it becomes a force of transformation. Each day builds on the last, creating a current that carries you toward outcomes that once felt distant or impossible. Repetition does not just reinforce belief, it creates readiness, sharpens awareness, and magnifies the flow of abundance into every aspect of life. Transformation begins in the quiet moments when intention meets action. These words are more than a prayer. They are a key, a signal, a call to align your heart, mind, and spirit with the possibilities waiting for you. What you choose to do next, today, tomorrow, and in the days ahead will shape the path of your year and the flow of opportunity into your life. Take this moment seriously. Speak with focus. Act with clarity. Step boldly through the doors that open before you. Every intention, every choice, every heartbeat of faith contributes to the unfolding of abundance and guidance. If this message resonates, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel, Shaolin Divine Flow. Join a community committed to awakening hidden power, embracing clarity, and creating breakthroughs that last. Remember, transformation does not wait for tomorrow. It begins now. Within a single breath, a single prayer, a single step. Let your heart lead, your mind follow, and watch as the doors you never saw before open wide. The power is already within you. The change is already near. Step forward and let your year be defined by courage, clarity, and unstoppable momentum.